Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how I do my Nightmare Before Christmas nail designs. Before I get into it, if you like what you see on this channel so far, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So all I did record myself doing these designs on my nails. I did my whole editing for my video, and then when I went to upload it, it told me I ran out of storage. So like an idiot, went into my photos on my phone, deleted a bunch of stuff, but I figured since I had saved everything on my app that I use for editing, thought it would have been fine, go back and upload it, and the whole thing I did was gone. So I just quickly gel polished a couple swatches. This I did regular white polish on because I don't have a white gel, and I wanted to be able to do this video and get it edited and uploaded and out tonight for you guys. Halloween's coming up, and I know people are waiting on these really cute, fun Nightmare Before Christmas designs. So not gonna waste a whole lot of your time, and I'm not doing a voiceover. So this is live as I'm doing it. So you will see any mess ups and hear everything I have to say. So this is Born Pretty stamping plate that I'm using. This is obviously not really Jack Skellington, but it works. This is Born Pretty plate BPL 031. I'm just using some white stamping polish, and I'm just going to really need to get more black and white. I use so much black and white stamping polish. What color do you guys use a whole lot of stamping polish of? And I'm gonna roll gently, pick it up, get my lint roller. I honestly would usually redo that. See those little marks in the eyes? But I don't want to use up a whole bunch of your guys' time. And it actually looks kind of cute because where the white didn't pick up, it's kind of like perfectly even on there. So that is Jack Skellington. Clean off my plate really quickly. One thing I do want to say with stamping that I've seen some people do, and if you do it, I see people use acetone on their stampers. Use a lint roller, maybe a little tiny bit of like alcohol pad if you can't get something off. Really don't use acetone. I've done that and I have ate through my stampers. So I don't recommend it. Obviously, I'm not a nail tech or professional. I'm just giving you my opinion based off of what I've experienced. Just don't use acetone. Maybe if you're using acetone for natural nails, but I don't know. They even tell you, stamping companies will tell you, don't use acetone on there. Okay, so back to this. Where's my purple? Oh, where's my purple? See, I know I'm so discombobulated. I think I left my one purple upstairs, but I do have another one that I can use. So in the one I did on the pictures you guys have seen, I used purple iris, not this wild iris, but we can lighten it with some white. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna use some bright yellow, some Snow White, and I'm just gonna do like equal parts. of this bright white and this white. And I'm just going to mix that around. I was looking for another brush to mix this with to make this faster. And I'm just going for like a pale yellow color like that. So now if you have a stamping plate that's like just a straight circle, use that because that will be easier. So I am just going to make a circle the best I can. I think circles are the hardest things to make. That's terrible. It's a terrible circle. So I'm just gonna try and clean this up a little bit. You really don't need to worry too much about this bottom because that's gonna get covered up. All right, so I'm gonna sit that to the side, let that dry for a little bit. And now we're going to move on to our Sally design. And I'm just gonna use a detail brush, not detail brush, nail art brush, just to see if I can make this a little bit quicker. Just trying to find a decent size one, so we'll just use this small detail brush. All right, now I'm gonna go in with bright yellow. I like to use matte acrylic paint. That way when it dries, you know it's dry because it goes matte. Hopefully this white swatch is dry enough. I'll just go really light. Got a cat hair in my paint. All right, so now you're just gonna kind of section it off whichever way you want. As you can see, my swatch is not completely dry. And then you're just going to fill it in. You could do this on a clear base if you wanted to. I wanted to do it. Did you see what I just did? Totally just stuck my hand in that. It's one of those days, people, I'm telling you. Now, the good thing about this design is don't worry about these being perfect because we're going to add stitching to those. I really fudged this one up, didn't I? Told you guys you were going to see my mess ups. And you are seeing them. I'm gonna put these out of the way. Being left-handed when it comes to this stuff sucks. I always tend to put stuff to the right. Oh, but this is kind of working better. So, just make a little circle and bring it out. Yeah, don't do what I said to do the first time. Now this is the size that I did on my nails when I did mine because my nails are shorter. Alright, now we're gonna sit this, I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger though. If you're good with using the nail art brushes, by all means, go in and use that. I just did not see me being able to do a circle with that. And I wasn't about to take up an hour and a half of your guys' time trying to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna sit that to the side. Alright, so now I am going to go in with some turquoise. Again, I'm doing pretty much the same thing, but maybe we'll do it. Don't worry about the edges. We're gonna add stitching to those. I do like to cap off whatever color I'm doing, just like if you're painting your nails. And I'm just gonna fill in some of these sparse places where I can still see the white a little bit. I am gonna add my acetone is evaporating so fast out of this little cuppy thing I got going on. So now I'm using Honeysuckle Pink. And pad to clean this off. Alright, so now back in with our pink. Oh shit. I'm telling you. Okay, so this will be my Nightmare Before Christmas slash blooper episode. So then just fill that in. I feel like I need to extend that yellow out. I'm just going to extend this yellow out. I was going to do 4 colors, but I think I just want to do 3, so I actually have more space to actually do some designs in there. Alright, so there is our yellow, our pink, and our blue. I'm just gonna go back and just add a little bit more pink to some of these sparse little areas. Okay. Got a little bit of pink in my blue, but we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so now for this, these need to dry a little bit. That moon is definitely not dry enough. He is still rather wet. So we are going to use some matte acrylic paint. And what I'm thinking I want to do is add some white to this honeysuckle paint since we're done with that. So I'll just add a little bit of Snow White into the honeysuckle, because I'm thinking to keep it on the easier side. I mean, you could Google her dress and do any kind of design that you want to do. I'm just gonna get one of my little bit bigger dotting tools out. Go with one of these. I'm just gonna take my bigger dotting tool. I'm just gonna do some light pink little dotties in here. Now obviously if you're gonna do this on yourself, give this paint a good, you know, let it dry. I really don't want to spend or have you guys spend 5 minutes literally watching paint dry. So now for this one, going in with a little bit slimmer of a nail art brush. And I'm just going to do I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover up that line that I did in pink. So just gonna do some lines. On my nails, they came out straighter. I don't know what happened with that. Alright, so now I'm taking my largest dotting tool. And I'm just going to dot in these lines, like the pattern that is on her dress. Okay, so like that. And then for this one, I really need a thinner brush. Going to do, this honestly was easier to do on myself. But I think I'm also a little flustered from spending all that time doing my voiceover and then me deleting it. So we're just going to do some lines like that. And then some lines like that. And now for our stitching, we're just gonna use, this is gonna be an interesting stitch line here. Okay. So just like that. And then you just go in and do really light pressure for these little stitches. Just like barely touch. Can you see those little stitches? And then if you wanted to, just to make it, you could do little stitches around. The whole entire nail. Like that. Little tiny stitches. I will have pictures at the end of this video with how I did them on my nails. Feel free to screenshot and copy off of those. This is the basic to how I did them. On camera it actually doesn't look too bad. In real life though, not my best work. Alright, so this one is still not fully dry. So this will either work or it will not work all that well. Gonna go in with Wild Iris. Like I said, on myself I used Purple Iris. I do think that's a little bit dark. At least for what I'm going for, it's a little bit dark. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of white. Not really digging that either. Other color I have upstairs was perfect for this. Just gonna add a little bit more. I mean, you'll get the point of how it's done. But just know that on the reveal shots that I'm gonna show you, it's Purple Iris and not this Wild Iris color. So I'm really not sure this is gonna work out, this paint not being dry. So you want to get the smallest amount . It's really not dry. So I'm just going to do little swirly. This yellow is really not dry, so I'm trying my best to just get this purple on here without dragging the yellow out. It's not proportioned at all to the way I want it, or the way it actually was on my nails when I did it. Alright, so just to fill this in quicker, I'm just going to use detail brush. I know it's streaky now, but honestly, once you top coat it, the top coat is gonna eliminate those streaks. You won't see them. As far as the paint strokes anyway, you won't see those. Alright. Now on my video, I did in the center and I brought it around to do a swirl. I really just could not do that on this one with that yellow not being fully dry, because I wouldn't have been able to get it thin enough without dragging that yellow paint. So if you're going to try this design, just really wait for this yellow to be dry. Go in and bring it around a couple times. Like I said, there will be reveal photos at the end of this, so you will be able to really see what I did and what I'm talking about. I mean, on camera, it's not terrible. The Sally one turned out alright. This one I'm not liking. But you'll see on the reveal shots of what I'm talking about. I'm really just trying to make nail art that is fun. I mean, it's your nails. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. And that's pretty much just what I want to do with this channel. I want to just make nails fun and pretty and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed watching my fails, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next vid. Bye.